Alright, so a armed nutcase has gone into the Discovery Channel offices, the main offices. He's got what he claims are bombs tied around his neck, and witnesses have said they've seen metal canisters of something tied around his neck. He's starting to blow the whole place up, kill a bunch of people. This is going, at the time of making this video, this is happening right now. I'm going to include a link to a live video feed of the situation. He has several hostages. The rest of the building has been evacuated. There's at this time it is not known how many hostages he has. Luckily, they got all of the kids. The children were taken out of the building, made it out safely. And the simple fact is, I mean, it's rather morbid to think, but I think all of us think this when we see this. If you go to the live feed right now and check it out, there's a chance you'll see a building blow up. I mean, my guess is that the canisters are filled with like Cocoa Puffs or something like that, and probably not explosives. But the dude does have a gun, and it very well may be explosives that are tied around his neck because he is a fucking nutcase. The interesting thing about this situation is that his MySpace profile can be found and looked at. I will provide a link to that, as well as his demands that he has up on the internet that he wants Discovery Channel to adhere to. And you can go there and check those out, which makes this incredibly interesting. This man, James Lee, the gunman, is an atheist, and he is way into Darwinian and then Malthusian sciences. You're going to probably see the creotards, the fundamentalists, try and take this and turn this into this is what evolution gets you, or this is what atheism gets you. Which to me is kind of a stupid point because it doesn't matter what it gets you. If it's real, then it's real. Here is a good example of how you can take information and interpret it in such a way that makes you a batshit crazy lunatic fucktard. Here's an example of how something can be taken, anything can be taken, and then it can turn, somebody who is batshit crazy can take it and run with it. Because Mr. James Lee, let me read you guys some of what his demands are, and then, there'll be a link down in the video description so you can go there and see this for yourself. But yeah, let's go through some of this. This is his demands. The Discovery Channel must broadcast to the world their commitment to save the planet and do the following immediately. The Discovery Channel and its affiliate channels must have daily television programs at primetime slots based on Daniel Quinn's My Ishmael, pages 207 to 212. It's pretty specific there, Lee. Focus must be given on how people can live without giving birth to more filthy human children, since those new additions continue pollution and are pollution. Perhaps also forums of leading scientists who understand and agree with the Malthus Darwin science and the problem of human overpopulation. Lee, you're not doing us any favors, pal. All programs on Discovery Health TLC must stop encouraging the birth of any more parasitic human infants and the false heroics behind those actions. That's why I said it's such a good thing that they got all the kids out of there, because Lee does not like little kids. He sees them as little balls of pollution. They're just going to make the world worse. It's funny to note, on his MySpace profile, he even has, it says, on the part where it says kids, he puts down, I don't want kids. Like, fuck little kids. Then he goes on, there's more of this. I'm just reading some highlights. Civilization must be exposed for the filth it is. That and all its disgusting religious cultural roots and greed. Broadcast this message until the pollution in the planet is reversed and the human population goes down. Okay, Lee, this sounds so much like a religious ideology. It sounds so much like a religion that you yourself are involved in here. Civilization must be exposed for the filth it is? Where does that sound familiar? Humanity must be exposed for the filth it is. Humanity is filth, filthy sinners. We all need to ask Jesus to forgive us for the way we are. We're all filthy. This just takes it in the other direction. We're all filthy. We must stop getting bitches pregnant. That's how you save the planet. Okay, anyway, he goes on to say, immigration. Programs must be developed to find solutions to stopping all immigration pollution and the anchor baby filth that follows that. Find solutions for these countries so they stop sending their breeding population to the U.S. and the world to seek jobs and therefore breed more unwanted pollution babies. Find solutions for them to stop their human growth and the exportation of that disgusting filth. Developed shows that mention the Malthusian sciences about how food production leads to the overpopulation of the human race. Talk about evolution, talk about Malthus and Darwin until it sinks into their stupid people's brains until they get it. Okay, everybody pay attention to those lines because I promise you, dude, I promise you, you're going to see creationists. This is going to be part of Eric Hoven's fucking little speech that he gives to, I don't know, special needs kids or whoever it is that fucking he gives speeches to. They're going to be repeating this shit. They're going to be saying this shit. They are going to be holding this up and as a gigantic, this is what atheism gets you. This is what evolution brings. This, just mark my words. Mark my fucking words. He goes on to say, humans are the most destructive, filthy, pollutive creatures around and are wrecking what's left of the planet with their false morals and breeding culture. For every human born, acres of wildlife forest must be turned into farmland in order to feed that new addition over the course of 60 to 100 years of that new human's lifespan. This is at the expense of the forest creatures. This is at the expense... Save the forest creatures! Look, Lee, I get it. Forest creatures are delicious, okay? I understand that, alright? They're fucking delicious. I don't want to see them disappear either, man. But you go on to say, all human procreation and farming must cease. No more farming. Yeah, we're all just... No more farms. It has to cease. Wait till you're fucking hungry, dog. Next time you need something to eat. You can thank a fucking farm for that shit. And a delicious forest creature or whatever. Alright, he goes on to say, also... War must be halted, not because it's morally wrong, but because of the catastrophic environmental damage modern weapons cause to other creatures. Not because it's morally wrong, but you might accidentally blow up a fucking squirrel with that predator drone, so it has to stop. Alright? Never mind the accidental strike on an Afghan wedding or whatever. There could be a ground squirrel somewhere nearby. Maybe a family of hedgehogs. He goes on to say, saving the environment and the remaining species diversity of the planet is now your mindset, Discovery Channel. Nothing is more important than saving them. The lions, tigers, giraffes, elephants, froggies, turtles, apes, raccoons, beetles, ants, sharks, bears, and of course the squirrels. Lions, rhinos, froggies. Is it really the time to get cute? I mean, what the fuck? Little froggies, little kitty cats, little puppy wuppy woos. What the fuck, man? You're arming yourself with a gun and you're walking up into the fucking Discovery Channel HQ with bombs strapped to your chest, saying "Save the froggies." Weird. And he ends with, "These are the demands and sayings of Lee." These are the demands and sayings of Lee, a batshit crazy insane nutcase. Listen, we need to start some kind of a separate an offshoot of atheism, something that says, look, anything that smells of religion, we're anti that. All right, you want to put a label on me? I'm anti what that this cat is doing as much as I'm anti what fucking the Catholic Church is doing. There needs to be like because it sucks that this guy can even call himself an atheist. I mean, you can call yourself whatever the fuck you want. It is true, dude. Atheism can be a fucking religion. Here's an example of it. This is an atheism religion. And a lot of times religious folks, whenever they're arguing with any atheist, they put forward, well, atheism is a religion. You're just following a religion, blah, 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 blah. Yes, some atheists do pretty much turn this shit into a religion. It happens. Not all of us do that shit, though. Because I think there's a certain line that you cross. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but once you cross that line, you're into religion land. I always thought it was funny when theists do this because they will say it like it's an insult. Well, you have a religion. You have a religion. You know, you're religious. Like, dude. But you're religious yourself. Why are you fucking hitting people with insults, insulting them by saying that you're like me? You know, what the hell kind of an insult is that? Not a very effective one. Anyway, the links are in the description below. I'm probably going to try and follow up on this maybe a little bit more. Mark my words, though. You're going to see, if not, I'm sure some YouTube fundies will make a video, several videos, pointing out this guy's atheism, pointing out this guy's Darwinian misinterpretations, and say, this is the proof that we needed. Here it is right here, people, the proof. Atheism is bad. It does all these bad things. Look at this. This is a crazy atheist. Look at him. Yeah, you guys can have this one. There you go. There's a fucking crazy atheist running around with a gun talking about Darwin and shit, fucking trying to blow up the Discovery Channel. Fucking, you should have went to the Discovery Institute and blew that shit up instead. Really, is what you should have done. I'm just kidding. Links are in the description below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.